Hi, Steam year in review 2023 is here, so just want to go over this. Should be fun actually to review my activities on Steam because reviewing my activities for the Nintendo Switch was very underwhelming because I didn't play that system very much this year. All right, let's see. This year you've played a ton of new games and unlocked quite a few achievements. Here are a few of your highlights. Okay. I played 211 games total. 134 of those are new games. Okay. It's funny how you can highlight this. We can highlight this one. 832 achievements. 63 rare achievements. Whatever that means. Okay, Steam, this is funny. 41% played with keyboard and mouse and 58% with controller. That's funny. Because there's this whole thing about how everything has to have controller support by some crazy people on Steam, on the PC gaming community. It's like just grab a controller. Some games are meant to be played with a controller. It's like you asking, it's like the developer like asking you to or saying that you can play Dota 2 using the controller. You can't. And some games are designed around the controller. So if that's how the developers envision the game, then just grab a controller. They're very, you should have a controller if you're a gamer. It doesn't matter if you're primary, if you only game on the PC, you need to have a controller. All right. Oh my god, I remember playing the meditation game. I think it was earlier this year. I started meditating. It was actually interesting. It keeps you. It keeps you. Um, engage in the activity like day after day because you want to make sure that you don't I think there's a tracker where you can't skip a day. There's like the whole thing about doing things consecutively, but I missed like days. Like I would do them for like 3 days, 4 days, and I would miss one day because sometimes it's easy to forget. But this is a really interesting game. I mean, if you want to call it a game, it's an experience, I guess. You sit down, you meditate. The meditation part was good because I've never really meditated before, so this was an introduction for me, and it was interesting. I mean, I rather do it like during one of my yoga sessions because I do yoga now, compared to like just sitting down for you can pick a time like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half hour to an hour. I've never done the hour. I think I've done the 30 minutes, I believe. um, yeah, just interesting. So I lost interest in it though after a while. I mean, you have to commit to it. You have to find a good time for you every day, and you come back and you meditate. So uh, this is like the top three games from last year. I know I played that a lot because I keep coming back. So that's why it's 100 sessions played. So apparently, I did it for like uh, 1/3 of the year I was playing that game. That was quite a while, but I lost interest eventually. Baldur's Gate only 25 sessions, huh? Okay. Oh yeah, Marvel's Midnight Suns. This is a really good game. 51 sessions, and that's only 6% of the playtime. Okay. So how do you compare Stack Your Year against the rest of the Steam community? So most people just really just unlock 16 achievements a year. That's crazy. But I don't even look at achievements and stuff. So, uh, what? And you played 211 games, and most people only played 4 games. Well, I have a big game library though, and then I would go back, and I know they're not just counting like the games that are released this year. Whatever games that you played, they're gonna count it. So I have tons of games on Steam. I think I have like about 7,000. So I would go back and play some of my older games. So, but that's very interesting. Only 4 games a year. Longest streak was 56 days. For most people, it's 5 days. Percentage of games you played that were new releases, games released during 2023, was only 47%. So it's less than the older games that I played. 9%, the percentage of games, wow, only 9%. It's interesting. What are you playing? What you play. The spider graph shows the kind of games you spent the most time in 2023. Superhero deck building. So that would be that's definitely from Marvel's Midnight Suns. Shoot 'em up, yeah. Rogue deck builder. That's I think from that game that I really like, Aces of something. It was my favorite game this year. Music, Aces of Adventure. It's my number 1 favorite game of 2023. Music games. Oh, AudioSurf. Dinosaurs. That's probably from the Jurassic Park games. Okay, by the numbers. Community awards given 514. Yeah, I like to give like good reviews or good screenshots awards. So, well, people who use their brain in the forums, I usually give them a lot of awards. New friends added 84. Really? Discussion post 28. Badges earned only 26. I'm sure that a lot more people have like tons more than me, like, because I don't collect those things. Screenshots shared only 21. Reviews written 2. Games gifted 1. Oh, that's from recently. I gifted somebody something. Workshop items subscribers. I have a workshop items subscriber. Did I submit that aquarium one this year? Oh no, this is just like what you have, I think, for your account. I do have one workshop submission, and that's for an aquarium game, and somebody actually subscribed to it. It's interesting. I didn't write any guides. I didn't. What guide subscribe? Oh, workshop contributions. Okay. Let's take a look at your top played games. Okay, this is kind of sad because it's gonna show plain. Hey, Eowet, how's it going? Yeah, so what's the deal? You playing games early in the morning on a Monday? You have the day off or something? So playing the meditation game. You pick up this for the first time in 2023. Okay, I think I got it in. And look at my achievements, all the rare achievements there. But yes, I started. I think I started in January. I may have started actually in December. Oh no, it says first time in 2023. Okay, so I started in January. I did a lot of meditation in April. I think because I increased the meditation time. I started with like 5 minutes per sitting, and then I increased it to 10, and then I stayed at 10 or 15 for a while, and then I increased it to half-hour meditation, which was very intense. But it's an interesting experience. I mean, people should try meditation, see if they like it. I thought it was interesting. It calms you. It's just a space for yourself. But it's very passive. That's the problem. And then what I don't like about the meditation experience with this game, with this software, because it's not really a game, is that it asks you to count how many thoughts you had that comes to you, or something like that. What was it that they wanted you to count? So there's this counting thing that I don't like. So that kind of took me away from the whole experience. So that's why it just eventually I just lost interest, because after a while you're like, I don't want to be doing that counting thing, because there was something that they're trying to quantify something in the game, the quality of your meditation. I guess it's a way for them to quantify it, because every time you have a thought that comes in, disruptive thought that comes in, it's, I guess it's in a way, it means that you're not meditating deeply enough. So if you have less intrusive thoughts, then your meditation was really deep, and you're not allowing anything that comes into the, you're supposed to just not when the thoughts come in, they're not necessarily intrusive. I guess they're intrusive because you're trying to meditate, but they're not necessarily good or bad. It's just that you're sitting there and they come in. You're supposed to not acknowledge them. They just allow them to come in and go away. You're not supposed to acknowledge them. So, but you have to count them, and that was, you have to count them using the mouse. So you're holding the mouse or controller. So that's how they count. I guess like I said, it's a way for them to quantify the quality of your meditation. So that part I really don't like, and that's why I stopped playing it. Okay, so Baldur's Gate is the second most played game this year. If you said you spent all the time in if you said you spent all the time in Act 1, we believe you, but I didn't. I guess, what about Act 1 that's special? I guess people keep re-rolling characters, I guess, is what they're trying to say. But as interesting as this game was, it's good, but it's, a game, when a game is really that good, I would play it for a long time. I played this for like 25 sessions, but I think I completed Act 1, right? I don't even remember, but I think the joke here is, I think, is for people who keep re-rolling characters, I think. All right. They don't have any joke for playing. It's funny. Okay, because they expected this to be in everybody's top list, so that's why they have this little joke here. Okay. Oh, they give you the screenshots that you shared. Let's click on those. Okay, so Steam is supposed to be able to capture HDR screenshots now. So yeah, this is before that. So since I play in HDR, it's all washed out. So. Yeah, first 10 minutes of the game and you're rolling on the floor with a feminine elf. So that's why people love this game. As I think Dragon Age Inquisition was way superior than Baldur's Gate 3, for sure. The PC version, that is. If you play the console version, it's shit. So the PC version of Dragon Age, no, not Inquisition, Dragon Age Origins, the first game. Play the PC version of that. That's way better than Baldur's Gate 3. Because I played the shit out of that game. I think I have like 500 plus hours on that game. Yeah. So the fact that this trailed off after August, it should tell you everything you need to know. It's a great game, but I don't think it's the masterpiece that everyone's touting the game about. It's nice, but it's not that great. It's okay. The graphics are great. It's engaging. The story's interesting, but I don't know. The problem I think mostly I have with the game was the AI was kind of stupid. The AI would run into like AoE spells and then kill themselves. It's something else. Yeah, watch my everything is recorded on my YouTube channel, or uploaded to my YouTube channel. So check them out and check out the frustrations that I had with that game. Okay, Marvel's Midnight Suns. I think this game is definitely better than Baldur's Gate 3. I do need to go back and play this game. Well, that's why it was 51 sessions played. This is a really great game. The problem with this game is it crashes. This game is buggy as heck. So it crashes and shit, but this is a great game. I need to go back and play it. Did I already unlock all of the heroes? I think the last DLC was Storm, right? So, yeah. I think I've unlocked all the heroes. I just need to play through the game now. I love the music. Everything about this game was just great. I think it didn't sell very well because they would have add like more characters maybe. I don't know. This is from the people who made Civilization, right? Firaxis, yeah. And XCOM. So it's an XCOM game but with Marvel characters and card-based gameplay, but it's great. Love it. Oh, and then we also have Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, this is a great game. And the problem with this game also is the performance. Performance is pretty awful. Um, and I have a pretty I have a pretty good gaming PC, and the performance of this game is all over the place. And then if you reduce the ray tracing, everything just looks kind of bland, you know. So that's primarily why I stopped playing it. Especially like if you go to the yard, there's this one yard between the two side of the castle. That was just so bad. There's an area that was just so bad with the lag, with the FPS drop. It was just so bad. Um, and inside one of the building, I think there's a big hall, and that one is also maybe they've already fixed it. So I just need to go back and play this. So oh, here's a screenshot. And they say that this game is homophobic, transphobic. What are they talking about? Anyway. Oh, look at this. Of course, Audio Surf 2. This is one of my favorite games of all time on Steam. I played it for 20 sessions. 4% of the playtime. Oh, I must be pretty depressed that one time I played it I have a 2-day streak. So, that's, yeah. Because I usually play this game when I'm feeling down, so. Alright, playtime by the month. Oh, look at May. I think the reason why May is like this big of the playtime was because I was in the middle of moving, right? I knew that I had to move, so I was taking in all the free time that I have to play games because I know I'm not going to be able to play for a long time. So I don't think once I started moving, I couldn't go back to my gaming until like late in June. So you can see that June is like really low. And then here, of course, I'm still trying to get settled, so July is also pretty low. So, but yeah, that makes sense. I like that there's, yeah, and then Aces of and Adventures. That's the best game on Steam this year, for sure. Look at all these games. I play a lot of games. Look at that, 20 more. Jesus. Oh, look at that. I was all into Midnight Sun in May. I think because they had a huge patch, and I was like, okay, let's get back into this shit. I think EOS is like just lurking. Alright, Audio Surf, 6%. I remember in September, I was trying to play Dead by Daylight. And then there's somebody who came into my channel and started talking to me about Dead by Daylight. He was telling me, oh, it's a bad time to play mid-month because this is when everyone's ranked is reset, and then now you're gonna get trolled nonstop. So that was good advice, actually, from that person. Yes, I'm lurking. Thanks for lurking, Eoed. 58% of your playtime was with the controller. 132. Okay, we already talked about the whole controller keyboard situation. I'm not gonna repeat it. 132 games, 429 sessions. These are all controller games, of course. Longest daily streak is 56. For 56 days, I played a Steam game every fucking day. Now, the only way that streak can be broken is whenever I boot up Heroes of the Storm. You know, if I'm into Heroes of the Storm, like, so sometimes you start playing that game and you just can't stop because it's so good. But that's when it takes away, it would take me away from launching a Steam game. So, but that's a long time. And these are the games that are involved in achieving the 56-day streak. So, interesting. How is impressive your play performance? Thank you, AON. Explore the games you played this year. Okay, what is this? Grid view, timeline view. That's the first played in 2023. So I think I started, like I said, I started in December or November of last year. So it wasn't that I first launched it in 2023. It was the first game that I played in 2023. Okay. Oh, no. It says first. Okay, no. That's true. First time it was played was this year. Okay. So what is explore the games you played? What did I mean by this? This is a list of all the games that I've played. Okay, you know what? We'll just scroll down slowly and check them out. Just see if something. Um, there's something a game that's worth talking about. I already said my piece about Aces and Adventures. If you haven't played this game, this is the game to play on Steam. This is the best game in 2023. Of course, the Mega Mix being on Steam was great, but unfortunately they ported the well, not necessarily an unfortunate thing, I guess. It's just I don't know how the game was ported on Switch, but it is based on a Switch build. But you can switch between the anime cel shaded versus the more realistic graphics that's on the PlayStation 5 and the arcade version of the game. The problem is you can't assign a additional. You can't assign the shoulder buttons as additional input for the notes, because that is what made it playable on the PlayStation versions. So I don't know if on the Switch they removed that ability. So and then since they ported the Switch build to Steam, maybe that's why you don't have that ability to assign the shoulder buttons as a note input. So Spirit Hunters, I played a lot of this game since early access. It's one of the best Vampire Survivor clones out there. Mortal Kombat. Oh, Astra is one of my new favorites from 2023. This is a deck building roguelite. Very good game. It's kind of hard to get into, especially at first you think that it's all about the dice rolling. Everything involves the dice, but after a while you see the nuances, and everything, when you're playing these strategy card games, it's all about the numbers anyway, so it's just that it's presented as the dice, so very good game. Abalon is also pretty good. This is like a top down RPG roguelite, also card based. I need to play more Street Fighter. Labyrinth of Refrain was pretty fun. Wedding Witch is definitely one of the better Vampire Survivor clones out there. My first session of this game is actually apparently a hit on YouTube. I have like 3,000 views on it, and I'm still getting like 90 views every couple of days. So I guess the game is still pretty hot. I need to finish Claire's Cruise and Cafe. If you click on it, okay. So at least, okay, you can click on it and just check for the stats. Okay. See, I played this for 14 sessions, 5-day streak. Yeah, this is a great game. I wish they would show you. Oh, I have a lot of achievements for it too. The screenshots for the game. Okay, where were we? Up here. House of Torments, another Vampire Survivor clone. Pathfinder, I was trying to get back into Pathfinder, right? I stopped again. I really like these, CRPGs, but sometimes it's kind of hard to just... Because like the Pathfinder games, they're always a little more difficult, so... 10 Dates was pretty good. I love this game. It was pretty fun. There's a surprise gay romance in there. Was pretty nice. Last Epoch. Played For the King 2 was okay. But this game is hard. I love Truxton Tatsujin. I love that it's finally getting an official Steam release, so that was nice. Gord was interesting, but I stopped playing it. Gord is a builder game where you have to The strategy builder game. You have to build a village, and then you're trying to. I think you're in a. You're trying to head up north or something. You're running away from a war or something like that. Oh no, I think. What was the story? I think the invader was kidnapped some of the locals and then forced them to go through a journey with them, and then something like that. And then you have to build villages. And what's interesting about this is like the violence, and then you can sacrifice anybody in the village, including children. So that part was interesting because a lot of developers are afraid to do that you can't kill kids in games and shit like that. But Gore didn't give a fuck, so it's interesting. Yeah, I started playing Dark Envoy. This is really good. This is a really good game. I need to get back to it. I played some Wingspan. Against the Storm. I just started playing that. Life of P was disappointing for me. Lies of P. Dave the Diver. I thought I was gonna love this game, but I kind of just trailed off. The other one is called because that game is getting the DLC based off the fishing game. The fishing game should show up here pretty soon. But yeah, I thought I was gonna love Dave the Diver like I love that fishing game, that Cthulhu fishing game. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Wow, they're really gonna list every single game that you played this year. I need to go back to Returnal. Radiant Silvergun. I refunded this. Okay, let me talk to you about Radiant Silvergun, the PC version. I refunded this because I was so disappointed. This is based off the Switch bill. I guess the Switch bill had some issues with the soundtrack, how it's like the looping is all fucked up. They fixed the looping, but now during certain pivotal moment when the music is supposed to fade out and then there's a pause in the music and then the new epic music comes in, that is missing from this build. It's that first section, the first stage with what's the name of that what's the name of that boss? It's after the twisted corridors. I think it's Golette. I forget the name of the boss, but yeah, it was missing, and I was just like, no, because the impact is gone. So I refunded it. I was like, I'm just gonna stick with the Xbox 360 version right now in my original Saturn, and maybe I'll watch somebody play it later. Like see if they ever fix that issue. So, which is which is quite a disappointment because Radiant Silvergun is one of the top two best game shoot 'em up of all time. So the fact that it's on Steam now was wonderful. As you can, I immediately got it, but I was severely disappointed by the quality of the port. So yeah, maybe in the future I'll get it for Steam. Let's see. Oh, Biolume was interesting. It's a VR game. It's like you're going through like a short half hour, 40-minute movie. It's interesting. I played through the whole thing. It was kind of scary because you're in the deep sea, and the monsters are pretty big. Let's see. Anything else? So Grandizer, I thought I was gonna love this game more than I actually did. So, where is the boat game? That fishing game? It should show up pretty soon. Dang, this is a lot. It never ends. Dredge. That was the name of the game. Dredge. Did it even? It should show up. Yeah. Well, it's already up here. Dredge. Now that's a great game. Like I said, if you watch me play a game and I keep coming back to it and I actually finish it, coming from a person who has a lot of games, it takes a lot for me to say that a game is great. So Dredge is one of the great games of 2023. This is such a great game, and I played it until the end. So that should tell you everything you need to know. Because for a game to keep me coming back, it takes a lot. It takes a lot for a game to do that. So okay, so this grid view is based off the month. Okay, that's interesting. We've already gone through all of them. Okay, so thank you, Lona Gamer, for being part of the Steam community in 2023. Feature it on my Steam profile. Yes, I'll click on that after I'm done with the stream. Some of your friends have shared the Steam year in review pages. That's quite a lot of people. Check out your other okay, so that's nice. So you have a link to the older one here. Okay, well, that's my Steam year in review 2023. Interesting. It's just funny that plane is in there, It's not really a game. Hey, they don't have the top game using the keyboard and mouse. So whichever has the highest percentage is the one that they're gonna display, or is this a way for them to say maybe they're just doing the controller thing, just to remind these naysayers that they really need a controller in their PC repertoire. It doesn't make any sense that you don't have a controller in this day and age, because some games are just built around the controller. So, and some games are built around keyboard and mouse, and some games you can do it interchangeably, but there are some games that just feel better with the controller. That's how the developers intended for the game to be played. You gotta kind of honor that. Okay, yeah. If you ask me what Steam game, or which Steam game is the best game of 2023, it's Aces and Adventures. Unfortunately, it doesn't really it's not really reflected, I guess, in the amount of playtime or sessions, the number of sessions being played. It's probably pretty close to this, right? Pretty close to 25 sessions. Just because it has less content. But when I was playing Aces and Adventures, each session would last like an hour and a half or something. So I'm sure that it's pretty close to these 3 games. It's hard to beat this one, because if they're just counting sessions played, it's hard to beat that one. And I totally forgot about playing, so. Okay, so I'm gonna go check out my this year in review 2023 for my Steam friends. I think a lot of them posted it in the activity on the Steam activity screen, so I'm gonna go check that out. Thanks for going through my year in review 2023. Hopefully 2024 is going to be a great year for gaming on Steam, that is. I wish that no, Epic is not going to do anything like that, because Epic is too new. They're still working on giving us the player profile. I don't know what's taking them so long. That's like next on their list in the on the roadmap. I keep waiting and waiting and waiting. It shouldn't be that difficult for them. Maybe they're trying to do something really special, but it shouldn't be that difficult for you to be able to add your picture in your profile page. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.